Rally Spec Micra.
He's spinning it.
It's supposed to be suspension on these, they need to be shot.
Adjustable everywhere.
Hello world, welcome back to Accelerate and welcome to Ieuan's Road Rally Spec K11 Micra.
Yeah, now bear in mind he's only 14 years old and boy he can pedal. And he's already won a few events.
Yep.
Well, first in class
First
already.
in class in multiple events. This is going to be interesting, let's get stuck in.
This is Ieuan, as I stated. Ieuan's just 14 years old, actually 15 next week, right?
Yeah.
So this is his Road Rally Spec Micra. Do you want to tell us a little bit about the car first?
It's a 1.4 Micra S. It has got full SPEC suspension, 28-way adjustable front coilovers with billet top mount.
Nice.
Rear 20-click adjustable shocks.
So basically it's adjustable everywhere.
Yeah, everywhere's adjustable.
Pretty much.
It's got adjustable pan and rod on back from Gizfab. Yeah, it's full rally spec.
It's incredible, do you know? And Jay, well, obviously everyone should know Jay from previous videos. You and your dad built this in just 9 weeks. 9 weeks. Now, Jay did send me photos of this when he first had it, and it was a bit of a state, let's say. It wasn't, not too bad, but it was a bit of a state. It needed to lift it up. Yeah, different colour as well. It was pink. Yeah, obviously you've been competing in Motokhana now for the last, several months?
Yeah, roughly about 8, 9 months.
And you had your Fiesta before this, right? How did you do with that?
I came first in class in my Motokhana, 3rd overall in the auto test.
That's incredible. So considering you're 14 years old and you haven't even got a licence yet, competing against adults, that's incredible. That's insane, isn't it? And obviously with this, now you've entered one so far, right?
Yes, and I came first in class and 24th overall in that.
That's impressive.
14.
Oh, there we go. So 14 actually started. So you are literally in your first season of it. And I know Jay's taking you drifting in the E36, haven't he?
Yeah.
Your dad.
Off-road,
obviously on private ground.
Private in Mexico.
So let's get out on the road, yeah? Let's go.
So guys, you're joining us out on the road in Ieuan's K11 Micra. No, this isn't Ieuan, as you may have guessed, but this is the legend himself. This is Jay, Ieuan's dad. And as we've said, Jay has been on a couple of videos now and he's been one of our biggest followers ever since the beginning. You definitely recognise his E36. Now, the last time we've been in a car together, we were going sideways. We probably won't be doing that today.
No.
But first of all, let's run through the car. Well, yeah, obviously it's a K11 Micra, we know that, but do you want to give us a run through the mods and what it is?
Yeah, well, this was, obviously, in my family there's a lot of rallying and things, and we're all cars, blood and everything like that. Yeah, my Uncle Mark built this car originally for my cousin Carly, and she started doing Motokhana at the age of 13. So she's owned this now, I think it's 10, 11 years. What? Well, obviously, Ieuan had the Fiesta, didn't he? Yeah. And he surprised us. He did really, really well.
Yeah, did you buy it as like, we'll give him a go, see what he's like, and then all of a sudden...
I don't know, he might be good at it, he might show off and be dangerous, you don't know.
This is special for me because my very first car was a K11 Micra SI, and just seeing everything inside just brings it all back. But this is a lot more modified than mine was. So engine-wise, it's pretty standard, isn't it?
Engine's completely standard.
So, but it's a 1.4 coil pack for the nerds and muggers. All the ones I had, apart from my 1 litre with Dizzy's. But it is a 1.4, which they're getting quite rare now, aren't they? The
1400s are rare, yeah.
The coil pack, the exhaust is a funny one. The exhaust sounds so nice, but what is it, Jay?
I couldn't tell you. It's my uncle's built it. Obviously, with road rallying, you go down rough whites.
Yeah.
So
it's not about show cars, is it?
No, it's it's functional.
Absolutely.
So the exhaust is tucked right up.
It sounds so smooth. It's not as loud. And speaking of function, you just showed me just now. You've got the oil pan.
No, some guard.
I couldn't think of the word.
Yeah,
to
some
stop
guards
things
on
bashing it. The main thing, the best mod about this car is our traditional Accelerate livery, which we've got to thank you for, because yours was the first car for it to go on.
Yeah.
But the colours on this just work so well. I mean, you've got the spotlights at the front, the full cage. I was surprised, obviously, because it is used for competing.
Yeah.
You've got a full...
It's got, well, my uncle now, obviously, full OMP cage.
Yeah.
6-point harnesses. It's got the seats mounted properly.
Yeah.
Since we had it, it did need a good freshen up. It's been sat during
you've
COVID.
done a lot to it.
Yeah, well, it took us 9 weeks to do. Ieuan, in all fairness, was out the garage every single day.
I want to state that. A lot of kids were sort of, they sit back and watch, but any way he could, he has got involved with this, and I got to say, a massive hats off to you and Amanda. I talk about parents of the year, guys. I mean, the fact that you've encouraged his passion, and he's obviously got a skill for it. It's not just it's a phase.
You know yourself when you speak to him. For a 14-year-old boy, he can hold his own as an adult conversation about cars.
He's got his head switched on.
I'd like to say a massive thank you as well to Finlay Evans, my mate. He run Ieuan virtually around everywhere to get all the parts.
Yeah, it's good having friends. That's better. Yeah, it's mad how stable it feels, even when you're going over the bumps, obviously, because the way you've set it up. What?
It handles for a little pocket rocket.
And I can tell you got your foot flat, haven't you, the whole time, so... Like you said, through the lanes, this must be amazing.
It's fun. It is fun. Not the fastest thing in the world.
No, but
you know,
it will definitely put a smile on your face.
Well, like I say, suspension for a Micra is astronomical.
Yeah.
The pricing, you can't just go, well, there we are. For everyone who runs Corsa B suspension on these, they need to be shot.
Why? I thought that was the go-to.
Oh no, we put Corsa B suspension on this car and we drove it 200 yards on the road and I chucked it in the bin.
What?
There was absolutely no travel in the back.
I was going to say, I think the problem is people do it to lower them. They don't do it for performance, whereas you want the performance, don't you? So exactly. I think that's the difference.
Yeah, if you want your Micra to look lowered and apparently I'm like a go-kart.
Yeah, doesn't make it,
No.
Right, this is the fun part of the video now. It's so awesome being sat. Like I said, I've had many Micras, and this is bringing it all back. And this is what I'd always dreamed of doing with mine, but never had the chance. Ieuan is obviously with me now. First of all, thank you so much for bringing it down and let me have a go.
Oh, it's fine.
And it's going to kill Ieuan because I'm going to drive this car nowhere near as hard as he can. So I do apologise first of all.
Oh, it's fine.
It revs off though, doesn't it? Wow.
Oh, it revs.
And it's one of those cars, it encourages you. It's mad because you've got a rev counter.
Yeah.
But it encourages you to rev it. Like, I've just jumped into this thing, and granted, I just seen your dad drive it, but God, the steer, right. Start with the steering. The steering's very direct, considering it's set up for rallying. I was expecting it to be quite sloppy.
Yeah.
But, like, you and your dad know how to build a car, I know that, but this is just so much fun. Like I said, mine did not go or feel as tight as this. God, the brakes are fantastic. What brakes did you say you're running?
Mentec pads with drilled and groove discs.
Oh, okay, because they're very, very, like, we're going downhill now, really responsive. Oh man, I'm gonna push it a little bit here. God, it just encourages you, doesn't it?
You just expect it to rev that little bit more.
Yeah.
Especially in first, you expect it to go to 30, it goes to 28.
Like I said, the steering surprised me because it's a rally setup and you can clearly see it's a rally setup. I would love to take this thing. I'm not a rally driver, but I would love to have a go with this thing through the lanes.
Oh.
And obviously doing it what Ieuan does it for, the road rally is where it's at. Like I said, this car doesn't belong on these roads, unfortunately, but God, it's still putting a smile on my face. God, it was spinning then. You put it into second, it's spinning. Wow.
It does it in the dry as well.
It's mad in the wet. Look, I cannot believe how direct the steering is, considering we're in the wet. This car is so well set up. Oh my God. So this is the first sort of off-road car I'd say we've done.
Yeah.
And coming up these roads,
still handles.
dude, I'm not surprised you're winning events for this. Oh my God. I can imagine you out handling a lot bigger and more expensive cars and them not being too happy about it.
Yeah.
I wish I could portray, guys. We're going over some terrible bumps. This car is doing exactly what I want it to. You've got the raw, like Ieuan was saying off camera, it seems to hit a power band higher up in the revs. And you just keep going. You just have to rag this thing.
Go on, Drew.
Look, this road is terrible, and yet, dude, what a car you've got here. For the first, well, second car technically, isn't it?
Second.
Whew, I would be absolutely buzzing if this was my second car. What a little weapon you've got here, man.
Thank you, man.
Wow, that was Ieuan's K11 Rallycross Micra. Oh my God, have we got the weather for this? The beautiful Welsh weather. The thing that blew me away with this car, we all know these are not the fastest things in a straight line, but what surprised me, rally setup, was how direct the steering was.
Yeah, no, I'd expect it to be a little bit vague as well.
You would.
Like you said.
Yeah, and Jay, even when Jay drove it, he tried to get it spinning. It's just, it doesn't. It's like, no, I'm doing what you say, and that's it. And it's just, it's incredible. It really did surprise me. And I mean, the car itself is incredible. A massive, massive shout out to Jono at Design Studio, who wrapped the car. Not only did he wrap it, he did the original Accelerate design for us. So any of you vinyl wrapping these guys, give him a shout. He is the man.
Yeah, well, this is it. We got a few of these done now, so and another one to come.
Yep.
But I just want to also point out, as we stated, Ieuan is 14 years old.
14 years old, guys.
He's competing with this car, so just keep an eye out for him. We will bring you and keep you updated with his progression through it all.
Yeah.
But yeah.
What a day. Thank you to Ieuan and Jay for bringing the car down. And Ieuan, honestly, man, he was encouraging me to push it and stuff like that. So cannot thank you guys enough. But we are going to get out of this rain. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. We'll see you in the next one. 14 years old and... One of us are going to be on our now. I hope it's you. It's a hard name, right? Yeah, why can't you just be called Steve or something? Yeah. That's why I didn't say his name that time. It's easier.